Everybody, assalamu alaikum. So after a long break, it was a quite long time. I'm not uploading any video on my YouTube channel. So after a long while, today I'm going to make a video about my practice, my English practice. Actually, how I practice my English since 1 year prior. I've been learning English through last year, and it's 1 year and couple of months. I have been continuously learning English via some sort of uh, you can say method actually. So my excuse me, I'm lying down on the hammock right now. So that's why I have to use my hand instead of any stable surface, because I can't have any stable selfie stick or video stick, whatever you want to call it. I don't have, because I'm lying down onto hammock, and at the same time I do have to use my both hand. So this is a device that teaches me this much English over the last year, and I'm completely relying on this source. I believe that if I can use this thing properly, the way it's guide me, then by the end of the day, year, or whatever you like call it, that it would make me different. It would change my life forever. That's what I exactly want. So uh, this thing, actually everything means to me in when it comes to learn this much English. And excuse me again, because I'm not in a stable surface, and I'm using my hand literally to record a video. uh, I have to use my both hand properly, as I said before. So if you wanna look at how I'm using my hand, then you can see on it. I think you can see that how I'm holding camera, and at the same time I have to do both things. So let's get back into that, how I every day in daily basis, how I practice my English. To be clear, to be honest here, I can't maintain every day talking with it, because I'm quite depressed. As you know, if you look down my some sort of YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, then you'd find that my mind is ups and downs. Sometimes it got normalized, sometimes it is depressed. So I have to mobilize my body in order to do that. Then I have to take some external thing like pornography and music. That's what trigger my brain. Actually, that's what switch my brain into lighter. And I'm trying to quit those habits. By the way, I don't do that thing. I don't really consume pornography that much, but sometimes it's needed for body and mind. But as soon as possible, I'll quit it, because I know it is potential. It is not a healthy thing to do. Anyway, so let's get back into today's topic. That in daily basis, how I practice, particularly speaking. I'll just show you one method, and one by one I'll upload a video separately, that how many methods I've been following over the last 1 year, and I'm continuously doing that. I'm committed to do that, but sometimes as I said before, that I can't really focus on those things. And my minus point is that I don't have a time dedicated to learning English. That's a harsh reality, because my I have to prioritize work first, because that's where my work come from. But At the same time, I know that if I can learn this language, if I can master this language the way it requires, then one day it would change my life completely. So that's the thing I believe. That's why every day, despite those challenges, whatever it is, the difficulties, I try to be with English. I try to immerse myself with English in terms of form sentence inside my head and articulation. So let's go there, and I want you to just see how I practice with this thing called ChatGPT. Actually, this is where I usually practice my English. This is the you can say speaking partner. You might say because it works that way to me, and it's trained me every day little by little in order to keep engaging with speaking focus one thing. So let's do it, and I'll talk with that. And meanwhile, I want you to just pay attention to our conversation. And by the way, I'll make tons of mistake, grammatical or tons, whatever it is. But I don't. By the end of the day, I don't care about those, and I just keep that in mind that I'm doing mistake. These or that part require a change, some sort of change. So let's get back into videos. And it was quite a long time I didn't speak too much. I didn't speak too much. That's why I feel like lose some fluency. But with time, I'll I'll recover and I'll fulfill those hopefully. So let's go into our today's topic. It's up to 7 minutes. I didn't expect. Sorry for make you wait. I'm going with it. Oh, it seems like I didn't switch onto my onto advanced voice. I need right now that advanced voice of ChatGPT, and I have to turn it one by one. I'll try it both. Try that both. It's not prepared for that. Excuse me. Wait a bit. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Hello, Assalamualaikum. How are you doing today?
Walaikum Assalam. I'm doing great, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. How's everything going on your end?
Yeah, today is a bit different because today I'm dedicatedly recording a video, literally, because the purpose of today's video is I wanna show my viewers that how I practice my English everyday basis, particularly speaking part. So apparently I do most of the time speaking part with you. So yeah, let's engage those meaningful and understandable topic as always.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm honoured to be part of your video and to help you practice your English. I'm sure your viewers will appreciate it. Let's dive into some engaging topics. Just let me know what you have in mind and we'll get started.
Okay, thank you. I've had a lot of questions about myself, my English, and everything. One by one, I'll ask you, and I want you to just give me that answer. That regarding this question, the answer exists in this world, or in this world has best answer.
Absolutely, I love that approach. Feel free to ask me anything that's on your mind, and I'll do my best to provide you with the most accurate and helpful answer. Let's get started whenever you're ready.
So my question number one would be when I during long time that often their thoughts come into my mind comes and goes that says my English is not great and I have a lot more to improve, and sometimes I literally feel like uh, I'm doing stuff like learning English with English, but it doesn't feel like that I'm improving. Uh, it feels like I'm stuck in between somewhere. So why do I feel like the, this way often when truly when I talk with in real life, either with you, that they're continuously saying your English is quite good enough, and some bodies are literally saying that it is impossible to develop this much speaking ability without having any course or dedicated time. So, what is your response?
I completely understand how you feel, and it's actually quite common. The feeling of being stuck can happen because language learning is a gradual process, and we often don't notice our own progress. It's also normal to focus on what still needs improvement rather than what you've already achieved. The positive feedback you get from others shows that you are making great progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. Just keep at it, and you'll continue to see improvement. And remember, consistency is key.
Do you have any answer this question from neuroscience perspective? When people see, even I can sense my improvement that I improved a lot over the last 1 year, but there is mostly I feel like that things aren't improving as much as I expect to be improved.
Absolutely. From a neuroscience perspective, our brains are wired to focus on what still needs improvement, which can make it feel like progress is slower than it actually is. This is partly because our brains are always trying to find ways to grow and improve, and that can make us more aware of our weaknesses. But it's also a good sign because it means you're motivated and you have a growth mindset. So even if it feels slow, your brain is definitely adapting and making connections. And over time, you'll see that improvement. Just keep going.
Okay, thanks for your advice. Yeah, and how is my grammar accuracy and overall? If you was my speaking analysis, then how could you analyze my speech today?
You're doing really well. Your grammar's quite good and your fluency has improved a lot. One small note is that sometimes you might mix up a phrase or a word, but it's very minor and doesn't affect understanding at all. Overall, your speaking is clear and your confidence is definitely showing. Keep it up.
Yeah, and in neuroscience perspective, right now I'm quite confident, but in neuroscience perspective, why those negative thoughts, I used to call that my devil thoughts. So why those occurs and how do I get rid of those? How to prevent those things?
From a neuroscience perspective, those negative thoughts are often a result of our brain's default mode network, which tends to focus on potential threats or areas of improvement. It's a protective mechanism, but it can sometimes make us more self-critical. To reduce these thoughts, you can practice mindfulness, which helps you stay present, shift your focus away from negative self-talk. Also, positive reinforcement, like reminding yourself of your progress, can help rewire your brain to be more positive. It's a gradual process, but with practice, you can definitely lessen those thoughts over time.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your advice. And you know what? Sometimes I really commit into doing meditation and stuff like that, and those are obvious. It seems something not that I don't know about those. So thanks for your cool and kind of advice. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. And do you have anything as the last word in response to say anything?
I'm really glad I could help. Just keep believing in yourself and be patient with the process. You're doing great, and every step forward counts. Take care, and I look forward to chatting again soon.
Well, these advanced version actually I don't quite like it in order to talk with it. These because this is not friendly, one, and second is this version I think don't have that much knowledge as I trained it before, because as you know there is one year, it's been 1 year I am training literally this language model. That I mean, manual version is knows almost everything about me, but this version is don't even know that much information about me. So that's why I have to switch on that's why I have to switch on the general one, and we'll talk about this again, and let's see how it turns out. And by the way, this is just I am exposing my method how I practice, but this was a little amount of time every day. At least I talked half hour with ChatGPT, and as much as possible. And there was a day I talked literally 1 hour every day. And these days I'm speaking less, and input I do input a lot, because when I listen a lot and then I can produce a sentence, make sentence. That's the strategy I'm following. And compared to before I did like speaking more and listening less. And this day I'm doing listening most and speaking less. But I'm doing, in fact, those things uh, in a stabilized way. So let's talk with the normal version and get some advice from it. I'll ask this version, same question, and I'll be try to keep that video length into 25 minutes. So let's see how it turns out. It's still on that premium one. Hello, how are you? It's been quite a long time. I didn't make any conversation with you because of mental pressure and some sort of physical pressure. How are you, by the way? Hello, is everything okay with you?
No need to apologise, I get it. Pressure crushes motivation. Stepping back is fine. I'm here and ready when you are. How are you right now, mentally and physically? A quick word or two is fine. If you want, pick one and we'll do it now. Vent a little. I'll listen and reflect. A 5-minute speaking drill. I'll correct gently. MV morning vocabulary list, 5 words. Handwriting practice. I'll give a short paragraph. Something about your health. Vasovagal explainers, how to manage. Tell me which one and I'll jump in. When we finish, I'll remind you about
These are some syndrome I do have.
like we always do.
Try to keep answer shortly, and just right now I want you to respond like human, and no need to, you're not supposed to recommend anything without asking. So I want to keep going this conversation like a flow.
Got it. I'm fine, steady as usual. How's your head feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling right now okay, but it seems like I'm recording a video by in case to show my viewers that how every day I practice my English, especially speaking part. So that's what I wanted to show you and show my viewers. And meanwhile, I want to have a really understandable and really helpful conversation as always.
Nice, like letting them peek into your practice routine. That's actually smart. People like seeing the real process, not just the polished result. So, what vibe do you want this video practice chat to carry? More playful, more serious, or kind of balanced?
I'll ask you one by one question with your permission about myself. with my difficulties, and I want you to just answer those questions in the neuroscience perspective and in reality perspective.
You just slipped straight into YouTuber mode. So, if you were closing this pretend video, how would you sign off to your viewers?
Sorry, I think you misunderstood. I said that I'll ask you one by one question related to myself, and you're allowed to answer those questions in neuroscience perspective.
Understood. You'll ask, I'll answer from the neuroscience side.
So sometimes I do feel like drained in forms of making conversation. Mostly I feel like I'm not good enough in order to speak. It's been quite a long time, so compared to my time that I put it in, I can't speak that much time I've been given onto this thing. So why do I feel like this way?
Short and clear. Good question. Here's the neuroscience of what you feel, plain and quick. Threat plus self-judgment. When you worry about sounding bad, your brain treats it like a social threat. The amygdala lights up, cortisol rises, and attention narrows. That makes words harder to hear. Working memory hit. Speaking needs working memory, holding ideas while choosing words. Stress or tiredness shrinks that capacity, so you stumble more and then feel worse about it. Reward prediction. If past talks felt awkward, your brain downweights expected reward. You feel less motivated to try, so practice, time, and confidence drop. Energy and autonomic tone. Low sleep, illness, or low vagal tone makes social effort or physically draining, not just in your head. Perception gap. You judge yourself from inside, you notice every error. Listeners judge from outside, they don't. That gap makes you feel you're not good enough, even if progress is real. If you want, ask which of these fits you most and dig deeper. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
So this is how every day I practice my English as much as possible, particularly speaking part. And my time is up. This was quite a long video, I think. So I have to edit this video and upload one to my YouTube channel. So this is the starting of my exposing the thing that I'm committed to do in order to improve my English. So this is just only starting. So I'll keep making this sort of video. Is like how I practice, how I make discussion with this ChatGPT, and sometimes it doesn't respond as you want. It doesn't respond like this, and that time you just have to ignore. So this is the only one. This is only one method, and there are tons of methods I've been focusing on, particularly for speaking. There are some public speaking applications that I follow as well. So I'll make video those about in future, inshallah, within this week probably. So keep in touch and goodbye, and talk to you some another video, and take care of your phenomenal mental health and your miraculous brain. That's awesome thing you have.